willing to try.
And we're not dating currently, but we'll get into that. That's what somebody asked. And what's another question? So let's talk about our
who are you, dude? I mean,
all right. So
if you didn't get in early, you're not crypto rich. What is the?
I would say that I have my stockpile, but originally we're from Ohio originally, and we moved out here. We're in the entertainment industry. We're actors out here. Nobody you would have heard of, but we've been in some Lifetime movies, some commercials, and we just have a real passion for cryptocurrency. And this channel is always going to be about Bitcoin, always going to be about cryptocurrency.
This channel is always going to be about crypto, but for this one video, we're going to talk about some of the other things we're involved in.
Just this one video.
I mean, we're down to talk about it. We want to keep the channel based in cryptocurrency.
If you want to follow our personal accounts, it's in the description down below.
Right.
You can check us out there.
Do not dox me, okay?
Thomas says, actors, how original. Face.
Somebody says adult entertainment.
Hey,
doesn't pay that well. Not as good as crypto.
Whatever gets me more Bitcoin.
No, just kidding. All right, but so what have you been in? That's the question when you're out here. So you're an actor, or you're just?
Well, somebody says, "Hey, I think I saw you in a Lifetime movie. Weren't you hiding under a bed?"
Who said that?
I don't know about that.
What's his name?
His name is
Educational Entertainment TV.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
What was the question?
Well, tell us some stuff you've been in. This guy was right. We have been in a Lifetime movie.
Hey, you. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. And from the title, selling all my altcoins daily. No pun intended. So, as you can tell from the beginning of the video, this comes from the Altcoin Daily channel. That is a big popular cryptocurrency channel on YouTube. Over 100,000 subscribers. One of the biggest cryptocurrency channels out there. Interesting enough, I think what I liked about Altcoin Daily is the format is kind of similar to what we do here with the education, entertainment, television, and it's mostly about sticking to the material. I don't really show my face, although I've showed my face and I've had videos where I'm seen on it. I feel like you all more interested in the material than looking at my mug all day, but the Altcoin Daily channel is quite interesting because what they have here is they have the lead host Austin, who's actually twins, and their format is mostly doesn't show them. It focuses on Austin's voice, who has a great voice, and I wasn't aware of it, but he has a twin brother. And so they're actors out of Ohio, and they do acting and they stay in movies. And I happened to catch, actually, I got a weird story about how I caught them in a movie, and on their channel they're actually doing a question and answer. Something they rarely do. I think this is their first time showing their face on camera, because there's mostly you don't see them. You just kind of see the articles and things like that, just like our channel. But they actually are actors, and I kind of found that kind of interesting, because a lot of times what YouTubers do, especially the ones that are in acting, they like to kind of use the YouTube experience, being in front of camera, as just adding more to their role in the acting world. So I just kind of found it interesting that they don't like to be in front of camera much, or maybe they just don't feel the material lends itself more to it in that way, in that capacity. But during their face reveal and taking questions and comments from the community, they would talk about some movies they were in, and I had this very weird story about they was actually starting a Lifetime movie. And I know a lot of people go, well, what in the world? Why would you watch a Lifetime movie? That's not very masculine of you. But it's also a very interesting story. What happened was how I was able to catch these guys is, or I was actually at a kind of mom and pop's restaurant, getting fish and chips one night, and they had a television, right, that it displays in the restaurant, and I'm sitting down at the diner or this place, and I'm waiting for them to finish my food, and it's taking a long time. It's a good place. They serve great food, but it's taking a long time, and I'm going, it's taking longer than normal. So it's nothing to do but kind of just sit there, and there's a movie on the television, and it goes to commercial. I notice it says the Lifetime channel, and so I think maybe some of the ladies in there were cooking. Maybe they liked the Lifetime channel, so they had that showing. Well, these guys will, this guy pops up on there, right? And Austin pops up on there, and he's actually, it's called he says the name of it in the video, but it's something like Murderer or something like that. And, he's in these people's house under the bed and things like that. And I kind of have a photographic memory, so I remember him being on there. So when they mentioned their actors, and I remember seeing him in that film. I said, "Oh, okay." So during their question and answer, I just accidentally happened to, to be on their channel looking around, because, like I said, I do watch their channel. I like the format because it's similar to ours, and I happened to watch them, and that came up. So that kind of is the story there. For those of you all, it'd probably be more so interested in the people who are interested in the Altcoin Daily channel, because probably you all watch, these guys religiously every day. But it's a good channel. But no pun intended, but the Altcoin Daily channel, they did a video about they're going to be selling their altcoins. They're going to be selling their altcoins. So I was trying to do a play on that, where I'm going to be selling all my altcoins, but I'm really not going to be selling all my altcoins, but mostly all of them, right? And the ones that are going to remain are the ones that are user friendly, and a lot of people are starting to realize that Libra coin, which is part of this Facebook product and many other conglomerates, but is turned out to be a blessing in disguise. And a lot of us are seeing now that this is going to introduce a lot of people to cryptocurrency, and I feel it's going to be a great deal more Bitcoin dominance. Now the problem is, many of the altcoins that we've been invested in, when we get to the end of the road with them about what is exactly they're supposed to do or be used for, it always comes up to pretty much the same thing, that it's going to be kind of like some payment type coin that does something, but the core idea is you can now send the cryptocurrency around and get paid for it to make money off it in some way or another. And what many are starting to find in the space, that with what's going to be going on with Libra coin, that a lot of these things are going to be left obsolete. It's going to even be to the point where the safety of Libra coin, if you lose your funds, if you lose your account details or a variety of things like that, they'll be able to restore it, right? And so that's going to be appealing to a lot of people. Now, I say selling all my altcoins, but like I say, there will be some practical reasons for certain altcoins to survive in the space and be used in the space, of which some products might be like decentralized exchanges or DEXs, right? So a few DEX products I think are going to continue to do well, because even if these people do buy Bitcoin, they're still going to need a way to exchange them. And in the core idea of buying Bitcoin, I think the centralized exchange is going to work better over maybe the centralized exchanges, right? So I think it's going to be a place for that. And the next part of altcoins, I'd say, that are going to be great is the ones that are going to be easy to use, right? Because remember, the people coming over who are going to be using Libra coin more than likely are going to have a very user-friendly interface, right? And they're going to want many of those same similarities that they're going to get with Libra coin on other altcoins. And if they don't get them, they might be more so geared to sticking to mostly using Libra coin, if they're going to be any use cases for many of these altcoins at all. So in that way, altcoins I think will survive will be like the project we're working on, Bitcoin MYK, which is going to, it almost looks like a similar layout to Facebook exactly. So the transition from Libra coin to Bitcoin MYK is going to be quite easily. It has that social media feel. It works as a Bitcoin side chain. Yet it's going to offer that user friendliness and community and social interaction and moving that value back and forth that what you're going to get with products like Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp. So imagine a version of Libra coin in a sense that is the most decentralized cryptocurrency, or will move to become the most decentralized cryptocurrency in the space. And so that's kind of where we're at with that. But yes, it does seem to be the going idea by a lot of people now that many altcoins are going to be left obsolete. We're hearing it every day. People trying to figure out, well, what purpose do these other altcoins, or will they serve, with the exception of Bitcoin, that we're seeing is doing quite well by this news, and may be able to reach massive figures now that wasn't possible before, due to the fact that some like the Libra coin will have access to, probably like through the Facebook, 2.5 billion accounts. That makes this cryptocurrency not only would be the biggest cryptocurrency, it'll be the biggest currency period in the history of the world. It'll be bigger than the nation of China, India, the United States, all of them. And so, that is why this is such a big deal, and why it will solve many problems with the unbanked and people in a variety of regions, and kind of put a cherry on top of that. If the information is right, and if the entities involved with Libra coin are telling us the truth, then at some point in time they're supposed to get more decentralized, and people like you and I can run the nose. So we'll see if all that happens, but very interesting. But I think Bitcoin MYK is going to be the party benefactor, the beneficiary group of what Libra coin is going to put out to us, and a lot of other projects just aren't, or coins just aren't going to be user friendly or easy to transfer these new groups of people going into cryptocurrency over to them to an effect that I think is going to be significant, or be a lasting future for many of these cryptocurrencies. But that's all I want to say in this video. If you like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to join BitcoinMYK.com. Remember how cryptocurrencies work. The people who get in first are always going to benefit the most in the end. So make sure you're one of those people. You got nothing to lose, everything to gain. That's all I want to say. Until next time, take care.